Because honestly, we all want to die because of JD Vance.
Yeah.
I hate his stupid face.
Yeah, I'd like to, outlive my enemies.
Ooh, that's actually how you win.
Yeah, that's
Outliving
actually
your
how
enemies.
you went. But I'm actually, because I really feel like Trump is going to outlive me. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah,
well, I
because
mean, yeah, because you're gonna kill yourself at the end of the year.
And if you don't, I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. This is the Dynamic Trio podcast,
And this is James.
I'm Patrick.
and this is Alex.
And we just had a funny improv time. You
Yeah.
guys have a good time? You guys have a good silly good time?
Yeah, were you guys having a freaking blast? A blast from the past?
Why are you looking at me?
Because I don't know if you noticed a trio.
Yeah.
And it usually goes pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, he said something. I said something. Your turn.
We're basically over here slapping each other back and forth.
Yeah. And not in a good way.
Join in.
Join.
Join in on this sword fight.
I had a really good dinner today.
No, you didn't. I saw what you ate.
It was really good.
You had garbanzo beans.
Yeah, it was really. I seasoned it just right. I cooked it with soy sauce. It was really good. And I had like a bay water with it.
And now 5 listeners have left. Anyways, we had a really good time with that improv game.
Shit was funny.
It was hilarious.
I laughed my ass off.
My tummy hurt.
My ass was off.
Yeah. But, it did bring us back to a little bit of our childhood. That's all we used to do.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of things, Well,
We used to just-
we did. We had like Beyblades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we used to talk more than we played, I think.
Yeah.
And it was, we used to play pretend a lot.
We used to play pretend a lot. That's what I was thinking about the other day, because I remember that we used to get like Legos and like have full on like scenarios, and we would just be cracking up from like 7 a.m. to like 7 a.m. basically, all day type shit.
Yeah, just laughing at little bits of plastic that we stuck together. and
Yeah.
making voices.
And it was just our imagination.
Alex, we used to, oh my gosh, I remember this one. We used to always, because we had a bunch of action figures for
Yeah.
wrestling, WWE.
Mhm.
But Alex, for whatever reason, always wanted to be Spider-Man. So he would wrestle as Spider-Man, and I don't know, we're all doing the real moves with our toys, and then out of nowhere he goes, "Spidey just made it to the top of Hell in a Cell! Oh my God, Spidey hit a swanton! Oh my God, Spidey died!" Like the most ridiculous thing with Spider-Man.
So funny.
And I know, and I think one year I like when we got older, I still bought you a Spider-Man toy just because I was like, you'll get a kick out of this.
Honestly, dude, if anybody ever buys me like a toy and it's Spider-Man, I'll play with it like straight up. Like as if I'm a kid.
I've seen you just kind of like fiddle around with it and you find a toy. I'm like, he will never stop being a kid.
Yeah, still got the inner child.
Speaking of being a kid, do you guys ever believe in anything stupid?
As a child?
Yeah, like, is there anything that you were like, I really believed that as a child? Like, I know there was a long time we all used to think that, and I think we all agree on this one, right, guys? We all used to think that milk just came directly from udders. There was no such thing as processing. It just came out like that. And
That's
you
what I
could
thought
drink
too.
it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, true.
Yeah, I genuinely did believe that it came straight from a cow.
Yeah, and there wasn't like some like because they boil it like super super hot, so it like kills the bacteria and stuff,
Which
and
makes all the sense in the world.
yeah, but it's like then when you think about it, you're always just drinking milk that has been boiled. It's kind of gross.
It is.
Kind of really gross.
It is very gross.
I used to believe that like you would go to jail if you had the lights on in the car.
I got yelled at so much for that because apparently I wasn't the only one in the house that believed that.
But why would they get mad? That's what I don't get.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I know, but like as a kid, it's just one of those things that just makes sense because you just don't know anything about the road.
Yeah.
But I honestly think I still believe it now. I feel like it calls attention to you, especially if
Yeah.
you're driving at night.
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what, fuck that guy. Let's just see what he's up to.
I always thought like it just like I was like trying to figure out a way to explain it. I'm like maybe it causes other drivers to get distracted because
not
they
even a
see a
bright
light
light.
or something like that.
It's not even a bright light. If anything, it's safer.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of like warm toned.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
It makes sure that the other driver sees you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't hit you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we got that crazy idea. When I was younger, I also used to believe. I can't believe I'm saying this on the podcast.
Oh God, get real, get real.
Okay. I used to have a TV. And back in the day, we didn't have these flat screen TVs.
Nope.
We had like these curved big box.
You had a SpongeBob one.
I had a SpongeBob one, but even that one, same thing. Curved screen basically because it's a big box boy.
Yeah.
And I remember I used to believe that if I got really close to the TV and I looked to the edges, I swear I could see more of what was going on in the scene.
Like you had a different perspective on it.
Exactly.
You treat it as though it was a world, like a window to another world.
I really thought that my TV it just wasn't big enough for the world that was being presented.
So then what would you do? Or like, what
I
would
would
you
just-
try to do?
I would put my eyes on the fucking screen and I would just look left and right. I'm like, no one else could see that little edging. No one else could see that little.
You know what? That sounds like the beginning of a creepypasta where like a kid does that and he sees that there's like a secret character in SpongeBob who's just always off to the side, just never says anything, but he's always there.
That's actually kind of creepy.
You know what it
Yeah.
also sounds like?
Mm.
The reason why I ruined my vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you watch iCarly, you look to the side and you see Dan Schneider.
Oh.
That was good.
Right?
That was fucking
That's,
good.
that's
Yeah.
disgusting shit. That's disgusting
Yo,
shit.
yo.
Not for him. Not for him though. For
No,
Alex.
not for Dan Schneider.
Yeah,
no,
for Alex,
for
for
the bar.
Alex.
For the bar.
Do you guys believe anything about sports that you thought was real?
That's such a leading ass question.
Great,
Great, because it's almost like we had a pre-meeting about this episode. Great, it's almost like we prepare ourselves.
I used to think that
WWE.
the NFL was actually not rigged.
Do you believe it's
Boom,
rigged?
boom, boom.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's been established that it might be rigged.
Honestly, I think
That's why we're moving on to the XFL,
Yeah.
even though they have like 3 teams.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they all have such great names and horrible players.
Yep.
They have like really dramatic names. I don't remember what they are, but they're cool.
There's like the Houston Roughnecks,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Roughnecks.
Yeah.
What is that mascot?
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
a guy,
cowboy.
yeah. It's
I
like a
think.
guy,
Yeah.
and he has
Like no teeth from all the tobacco he's chewed.
Yeah.
No, I think you're being a little hard on him. I think he has dry skin on his neck.
No, I think he's a little hard in him.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get to it then.
Okay.
I used to think WWE was real,
As
Yes.
did I.
and I think you guys know we just had WrestleMania, and
Mm.
gosh darn it, dude, I still think it's real sometimes. The
Dude.
emotion, I've never actually felt emotion unless I watch WWE. No
It's
other
real.
sport.
It's real.
It is.
It's real.
But I used to also think that a lot of the storylines were real. So
Yeah.
I thought, like, I thought Vince McMahon actually died.
Yeah, I thought Dominic Mysterio's custody was actually up for grabs like
Yeah.
that, and that they were literally fighting to be this child's father. I was shook
Yeah.
by that entire arc.
Just being like, is he going to be his kid? Is he going to be his kid?
And it's just like, what? Like Ray's wife cheated on him with Eddie? Maybe?
Yeah.
I
It
got
was
so confused.
such a
Yeah.
telenovela. Like it was crazy.
Oh
Dude, it
my
was
God.
so fucking funny.
And he looked so confused and scared because
And
he
was
really
just a
was.
kid. Yeah, because he's just like, it's almost, you know what? I feel like they probably didn't even tell him to like the full extent, like what was happening. They maybe were like, this is actually real. So you have to like kind of like pretend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's so sad. He lived a wrong reality for years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because like he talks about it in interviews that he's done recently, and it scarred him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it definitely gave him some issues.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he hates his dad.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we all know now the real reality is
Mm-hmm.
WWE is all professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
It is real.
In a way, yeah.
No, physically.
Physically, for sure, yes.
If you bet on it,
Yeah.
you're the idiot.
Yeah. That's where you're like, what the hell? But you might not be, because it's like a lot of things could be kind of predictable, but other ones are not.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never actually seen like what it's like to actually bet on those sites.
Should we start doing like bets on this podcast and get rich?
Ooh.
Guys, what do you guys think? Should we try?
I think that means we would have to technically turn this into a gaming channel.
I'm down. I want to play games.
Yeah, we can do that. You're like speaking our language.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Yeah.
You're talking to Mr. Games over here.
Yeah, you're talking to Mr. Gaines too.
Ooh, I'm gaining weight
No,
rapidly.
oh my god. Yeah, I used to think that a lot of WWE stuff was just all of it was real. I used to think that it was just the full product was real. Everything from chair shots, everything from the blood. I didn't
Mhm.
know that there were capsules. I didn't know there was blading. I thought everything was like, oh, that went wrong.
Yeah.
I thought someone got stretchered out every single time. It meant that they were, injured.
And taken to like the actual hospital.
Only to find out very rarely were they actually getting injured, like for
Mhm.
real. I guess I should have, taken a cue about like maybe how real it is when the same guy who fell off the whole arena would come back the next day
Yeah.
and, do a show.
Yeah, or like there was a segment where Vince McMahon, the guy who owns like the entire thing at the time, he got blown up, but the next week he came back and he was just like, "Hey."
Dude, during that time, I know That was like PG era? Not yet, right?
No.
Here's the thing. I remember that might have been the last era of people who were like, no, WWE can't be real. No, this, and that, right? The reason I say that is because there was debunking videos on early YouTube.
Yes.
Of people like, look, if you look at his foot, it's still there, this and this and that. I'm like, oh, what if it's not real?
I saw the stupidest video of this guy who was like, Triple H is wearing a shirt. And
What?
it makes him look, that's why he looks swole, because it's like printed on his shirt. And it was just like all Triple H did was kind of like move his arm in a certain way. And the guy was like, see, he's adjusting his shirt. And I was a kid when I saw that at like age 7. And I'm like, the guy who made this is fucking stupid.
Oh my God. You know what? To his credit, Triple H moves like a robot. Have you ever seen the way he just holds his shoulders up and he looks like an action figure?
It's because he's just muscle.
Yeah, it's because his lats are so huge, he literally can't lower his arm.
Yeah. That's funny, actually. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
I was just
really
like,
funny.
dude, that's crazy.
Oh, dude. As children, we only like WWE, huh?
No.
Do you guys like anything else?
Yeah, so much more. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
I meant
Danny
sports
Phantom.
wise.
Oh.
Sports? Nah.
Sports-wise, no.
We weren't.
I didn't get into sports until like later in life.
Yeah.
Same.
And even then, I don't think we got into. Yeah, we didn't get into any other sport. I mean, we played soccer, but we didn't watch it.
No, or play on like a team besides
Yeah.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but none of us were any good.
No, especially Patrick.
Yeah.
I believed every UFO video I saw.
I
could not,
remember that same. I was the same way.
You could not tell me that. I don't know what it was. Something about like it's on YouTube. Then it has to be real.
I think I grew out of that phase.
Same thing with anything paranormal.
Yeah.
I know one, and this is a true story from us.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point in time, you guys might not remember this because it was very, very rapid in our childhood.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to be ghost hunters for a second.
Yes.
We did.
We downloaded when early iPods and early iPhone 4Gs or 3Gs. Which one? No, I had the 4S.
4S was iPhone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had that one.
Yeah.
And then we also had early iPods. There was a point in time when we would download ghost hunting apps.
Oh yeah.
And we used to walk around house or wherever we were and try to see what we could find.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We would like spook the hell out of ourselves.
And we would like talk about going to like abandoned places and try to figure out like if the places were like haunted.
Yeah, and that never happened.
Nope.
We have a lot of ideas.
We
Honestly,
do.
It's because we would have to go to a graveyard at night, and that scared the shit out of us.
No, I think we were
That's
more
why.
scared of breaking rules.
Honestly, yeah.
You can go to
Yeah.
a graveyard here at night. Kids do it
No,
all
you
the
can't.
time.
At night, no.
I've seen kids do it.
Yeah, because they have guts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were really, really, really scared children.
Yeah.
I don't know why we were. Actually, we all know why.
Yeah, we all know why.
Yeah, but no, more
Strict parents, I
very
guess?
strict parents.
Or
And
like-
also, like, we didn't have the same sort of like safety netting that the other kids had.
Oh, because they're
Because-
white?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they died, they went straight to heaven.
Yeah.
And if we died, we had to make sure we went to church the week before.
I confess.
And
If
then-
they got in trouble, they're just gonna slap on the wrist. But if we get in trouble, we bring heat on our parents.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
If we did anything good, we'd also bring heat on our parents.
No.
It's weird, right? It's that
Yeah.
immigrant mentality.
Just no attention ever.
No attention.
Just-
You get honor roll? Shut up.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
tell anyone.
Keep
Yeah.
your head low. Just go on.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that that only happened for like first grade and second grade, and then it was like, oh wait, good grades mean a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
For you. Our dad didn't give a shit.
okay, guys, I want to talk about our childhood in a good way.
Well, then let's not talk about our childhood.
Okay, we were trying to be ghost hunters though.
Yeah.
We did try to believe, and so that brings me to my next point:
Uh-huh.
jailbreaking. You guys remember jailbreaking phones?
Yeah.
remember
That was the
that.
coolest thing ever.
And I may or may have not been doing it for people, and may or may have not people would pay me to do it.
It
Yeah.
was not at all your side gig.
Hmm?
It was not at all your side gig.
In middle school and high school, it was.
I'm trying to cover for you.
Oh,
you dumb
I mean,
fuck.
no.
You can't even go to jail for that or nothing.
Hopefully, right?
I feel like you can't. It's
Well-
jailbreak. You're already out.
Well, it wasn't me. This one guy
Yeah.
named Chain.
Wallace.
Okay, long story short, I used to believe that, and this is probably the stupidest thing I've ever done. I used to believe that if you jailbreak a phone, you could do anything with it, and I never understood the limits of processors,
Yeah.
screens,
Mhm.
things like that,
Yeah.
right? Turns out, and I found this out in a good way, not in a bad way, luckily. Turns out, like, there was also apps on there that were like X-ray camera on the what was that called? The jailbreak app store.
In Cydia? In Cydia?
No, it wasn't Cydia.
Cydia?
Cydia.
Cydia?
Was it Cydia?
It was something like that. Yeah, it was like CY.
Yeah, something like that. There was like X-ray camera.
Oh,
It was like things that were like, oh my god, my camera can do that.
Yeah.
Or it was like police tracker, which eventually ended up on the regular app store.
Yeah.
And then there was also one, Wi-Fi hacker.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes, you would get these things, and I would download them, and I would think, oh my gosh, I can get into anyone's Wi-Fi. I can do this and that. Turns out you needed skill to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And 2, half of the apps on that thing were not real. They were actually just scams to get your information.
Oh, I did not know
Very, very lucky for me. I never had an Apple account with a credit card,
Yeah.
an email address that linked anyone in my family except for myself. And as a, 13-year-old kid, I didn't have a thing to my name.
Yeah.
I got very lucky with that. That was a very scary situation when I found out, like, on the news that, like, apparently people are jailbreaking. And it's dangerous.
Because people would do that too, maybe to get on like the dark web. Was that a thing?
I did not know that. I just wanted my apps to look like Pokemon.
Yeah, same. And like I wanted like an emulator
Oh yeah.
for
Yes.
Game Boy games.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
And then we ended up downloading emulators on our computers instead.
Yeah. So it was like a whole waste of time.
It was a very big waste of time.
I remember, dude, but jailbreaking your phone was so cool. I remember that.
Just the term just made it sound fun as hell.
It made it sound dangerous.
And nobody wanted to do it because they're like, my parents are going to get mad if they find out. And I'm like, and then you think about it now, I'm like, who was actually looking to check?
No, but it's actually true because it's like they can tell, like if your phone got broken or something like that because of the jailbreak, if you go and take it to Apple, they could tell that you tried to jailbreak it and they'll be like, well, we're not going to touch it.
Yeah. And
It's jailbroken. It's not part of our shit.
I
now.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why the parents would just be like, do not do that.
Yeah.
I don't know
well,
if the parents even knew.
no,
They
that's
probably
the
did
same.
not.
No.
My parents didn't know.
Yeah. It
My
was basically
parents-
like you had to like trial and error.
Yeah, but I mean, early jailbreaking too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that great. Like, did you guys actually did you guys jailbreak your stuff at some point?
You
No.
jailbroke mine, yeah.
I don't think I did.
Did I?
I think you did mine and then no.
And you did mine.
No. I also had a friend who jailbroke my phone too.
But I remember that there was, it just because you could make it look cool, it didn't make it run any better. Like
No.
there was like things I would put on there, and it would make my thing run slow.
Yeah, because it was adding things that it wasn't supposed to have.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, it just couldn't handle the speed and couldn't handle the power.
Yeah.
It was weird. Wow, that took me back.
Yeah.
Jailbreaking.
I can picture like the whole screen now.
Yeah, me too.
That thing was
The
cool.
old iPhone screen. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, now I feel so old.
I know we are. We're dying soon.
Okay.
He's been a real bummer these last few episodes. Can we just like replace him with somebody else?
But if we do that, he might actually,
And I will.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you guys believe? There's got to be one more thing. One more. We need one more. One more. Not because we're trying to hit a certain time limit, but more like there's got to be something we all believe.
Believe in life after love. Wait, love after love? Life after love?
Life after love.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to believe this one, and it was because of your family.
What was it?
I used to believe that you could get cheap technology
Uh-huh.
from these secret websites,
Yeah.
and it was the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It was just people selling it on the back end.
Yeah.
I never knew that there was such a thing as counterfeits.
Yeah.
So when I found out what Beats headphones was,
Yeah.
and you guys were the plug,
Yeah.
I was the only one in town with
Oh,
purple
yeah.
Beats headphones,
Yeah.
the original purple Beats little earbuds with that flat wire.
Yeah.
And apparently everyone was like, wait, how'd you get purple? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
It's like, I just got 'em.
I don't
Yeah.
know. What are you looking?
The craziest part about like buying counterfeit stuff, it's like sometimes the counterfeit people would like go crazy with it. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Oh,
Like they wouldn't actually make a replica. They would make a replica, but then like change it up. It's like, this is our style.
legally they had to sometimes, I bet. Like they were trying to be like get around stuff like that.
Maybe.
Like the purple Beats never existed.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
no,
but, like
go-
it was a sick color.
Yeah.
no, I forgot. It did exist for. They only made one for like Justin Bieber or something like that.
Maybe. But they sounded really cool actually, which was kind of crazy.
I was gonna say I never to this day I'm still looking for those Beats, but I
Yeah.
refuse to buy them off eBay overpriced.
Yeah.
I'm looking for those headphones,
Yeah.
and because I remember they sounded great.
I remember that too.
That was my first introduction to like good sounding audio, and I'm sure it wasn't like as good as the original product.
Yeah.
But because of that, to this day now, I have an obsession with audio where I will buy in-ear monitors
Mhm.
and I will mess around with gel tips and things like that
Yeah.
and I'll mess around with like equalizers and things like that
Yeah.
until I get my perfect sound.
I wonder.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, and I even pay for Tidal Music
Do you?
just to get the
Holy
highest
shit.
res
Wow.
quality song, and it sounds amazing.
Is there a difference?
There is a difference, but you need headphones to actually,
Yeah. Experience it.
But most headphones can actually do pretty good job. But
yeah.
it's because of you guys.
Yeah.
Because you guys were the plug.
Yeah.
And
I wonder if those headphones actually sounded good or if it was just in our heads. Because it was like, it's Beats. It has to sound good. But
Yeah.
we never actually listened to real Beats.
Yeah, no.
So we don't know if it was actually good or not.
Yeah, brand brainwashing is a real thing.
Yeah.
for
well,
sure.
here's the thing though. We were in the era of those original Apple earbuds.
Yeah.
And to this day, people still say those sound amazing.
I still fuck with them.
I mess with them heavy.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and both of them though. Do you remember both of them? The circle ones and
Yeah.
the in-ear ones.
Yeah.
Both were good. And to
Yeah.
this day, people are still saying that they sound great and they were very balanced. So,
I bought some like last month.
but those are newer.
Yeah.
The
but-
original ones had a different sound.
yeah.
Yeah. So, me personally, I think we were right.
Yeah.
I think we were right. And we had experience with good audio, and I think that those Beats, they stole the drivers.
yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Oh wow, this trip down memory lane is so weird.
Yeah.
We haven't done this in a while. There's not a lot of good stuff to remember.
There are, but they're just not coming to me right now.
No.
Patrick?
Yeah, I got nothing. I'm really tired. I got
Mm.
nothing.
I'll leave it on one last one,
Mm-hmm.
and this should be quick.
All right.
I remember. I might be wrong though. I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
There was okay, maybe I still believe this one, that if you saw an ambulance with its lights on but no sound, it meant the person inside was dead.
Oh.
That I remember since I was a little kid, and to this day I don't know. And now every time I see a ambulance with lights on, I'm like, oh god,
He's still alive,
oh
he's
god.
still alive.
If I pulled over to the side, I would have. If it's my fault, dude. When I first started driving, that was my biggest concern. I would
Yeah.
see those because I believe that.
Yeah.
So I saw ambulance with just the lights on and no siren,
Yeah.
and I would pull over to the side. I'm like, it's my fault. I didn't move fast enough, so they turned off the siren.
He died because of me.
He died because I wasn't fast enough. But I'm
God.
also an anxious driver, and I don't know how to move lanes. So, for a while,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true though.
I don't know if that's true either.
does-
Me either, actually.
It doesn't seem like an emergency if you're not gonna put on the siren.
Yeah,
That's just me
right?
though. So to this day, I don't know if that's true or not. But to this day, I'm still terrified.
Honestly, same.
I think we have to do this again
Yeah.
because you know what we haven't did we have to go gang. You know what we have to dive deep into one day?
Huh.
We need a good ghost story.
We do.
You know why?
Hmm.
Because last year we proclaimed and we made it true. We made it happen because to this day it is still standing
Yeah.
that ghosts are scams.
No, dude, they're not scams. You think that they're a scam. I don't.
Okay.
I believe them.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put my idea away.
Good.
Please.
You guys are bitches.
know
Ghosts
what?
are real, dude.
You know what? Just take it out again just so we can mock it again.
Oh, what?
Take what out?
The idea out.
Oh. I thought you were talking about his wang.
Yeah. Me
Why would I talk about that?
Because that's all you talk about off podcast.
That's off podcast.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's not what he talks about off podcast, guys.
too. Am I wrong? We haven't heard any ghost stuff in the last year and a half
No,
since
he
I
is.
said that. Since I put it out in the universe, it's official. Ghosts are scams.
I actually see a lot of stuff on TikTok.
Fuck you.
I get scared often.
You know what? This is a fun trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
And now I remember why there's not so many good memories.
Why?
Because someone always has to be against me. No one can just be on my side.
I was on your side. I was there playing with the Legos with you, man.
Yeah, but then you're also there like, only you believe this.
Yeah, because only you believe this.
Shut up before I tell them that we didn't have money for Sonic action figures, so we used to draw them and cut them out of paper, and then we would pretend that they were Sonic Riders, and we would split them around the room.
That's called imagination
Yeah,
at
it's
its peak.
That's called childhood at its core.
Yeah.
We had action figures. We just did not want to play with them. We thought Sonic was so much cooler at some point.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
like drawing it was way better than actually playing with like the toy.
Coming up with your own Sonic character. was
Oh,
the shit.
Alex had a consistent Sonic character he would not stop making.
Yeah.
Anytime we made him, coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Coolest thing
Do
ever.
you still remember the name?
Of course not.
I do for mine.
What was yours?
Hyperspeed.
Hyperspeed. That sounds so familiar now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hyperspeed the hedgehog.
You know what?
It was always a hedgehog, huh?
It was always of course.
Yeah.
'Cause, like I didn't know how to draw a bird,
Yeah.
but I could draw the yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
Hyperspeed the hedgehog.
You know what? One of these days we're gonna have to actually do a real episode on like a little
Sonic?
bit. Oh.
Nah, we're not doing that.
Okay.
It's super niche. It's crazy niche.
Wait till next episode when we get even nicher.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we filled up our time here.
Yeah.
You know what? We did our best.
Hope
We
you
did our
guys-
best.
Hope you guys enjoyed this super short episode.
It
Let's
was a
just do
little-
one random improv game.
Oh,
I'm
just
ready.
to close it out.
Okay. Let's
Don't
make
say,
it-
"Oh Jesus, dude." Have some enthusiasm.
I'm tired.
I don't give a shit. You have 4 fucking minutes.
Yes, and
All right.
is that a good one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you guys want to?
Oh, I should start, right?
Yeah.
It was my idea, huh?
That's actually mine, but okay.
Why don't you start it then?
Hamilton.
That's one word.
Oh, we're doing the whole thing?
yeah.
Okay. All right, right. I was in Chicago. I went to go watch Hamilton with my friends.
Could you sound less like a serial killer?
That's the fucking point,
Oh.
inbred. I went to go watch Hamilton with my friends. Go.
Oh, okay. Thanks, dude. Thank you for passing it along. Really
Yeah.
nicely, dude.
I went to watch
Hamilton with my friends. I said that already.
I know. I'm picking back off your thing.
That's not how yes and works. You're supposed to go. You're not supposed
You
to just
already
repeat
broke the game.
It's not broken. If
This,
if,
he
you know,
can never follow a simple
if,
comedy.
you know, if
rule.
no one acknowledged it, I think the audience would have been like, "Oh, he's doing a thing." You know, not like,
No.
"Oh, he's stupid as heck."
No. You're stupid as heck.
My friends in Chicago are on the show.
But what they don't know is that I'm not actually their friend.
I'm actually out to get them.
Because they took the part from me.
Ooh.
The part that I worked so hard for, that I spent months studying for.
The part that I gave up all my free time. I had a girl who was interested in me, and she told me that she wanted to be my girlfriend. But I told her I couldn't because I wanted this part.
I was meant to be the tree. No one could be a better tree than me. No one understands what a tree feels better than me. I deserved to wear that tree costume.
Which is why I'm sitting here in the audience in the tree costume.
I look to my left and I look to my right. These people just think I'm weird. But they don't know that I was supposed to be something. I was supposed to be real in this play.
And my dreams are coming true. You know why? What my friends really don't know. I put a tub of Vaseline in the back. And the real tree back there, he can't resist that Vaseline. And once he gets all nice and oily in that Vaseline, he'll slip. He'll slip. And once he slips, it'll be time. It'll be time for the real tree to come up. And I'll take my spot. It's your turn, dumbass. Hurry up, I got a vision. You got 30 seconds on that contract. Hurry up.
Oh my god. Aaron Burr is on the stage right now. He's telling the audience to wait for it while I am waiting for my moment to strike.
I turn towards the audience and I make eye contact with the girl that told me that she wanted to be my girlfriend. The one that I denied. And I flip her off.
Everyone's looking at me now. They can't understand the greatness that is about to blow on the stage. I understand that people don't get my dream. And I get it. That's why we got to start small. And this 5th grade play will be mine.
And scene.
All of that for a 5th grade play.
In his head, he thought he was at Hamilton.
Oh golly! There's not even trees in Hamilton. There's not one tree.
I haven't seen Hamilton, and I don't think I'm good. You should have said something that, like, you know, more like I would understand.
There's
like,
a door.
You know what would have been hilarious if he was gonna play like the ship that they come in.
Yeah, he could be
funny as fuck.
I was born to be the ship.
The ship that has no lines. Oh man,
this was James.
all right. This was a good podcast. I feel like maybe.
This was James.
This was Patrick.
And this was your boy Cougar Man. Coming at you with the real one. Follow us on TikTok at Dynamic Trio.
Yo. Growl. Growl.
Rawr.
You can't be the Cougar Man and not growl. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right.
He's gonna write. He's gonna write. Follow us on TikTok at Dynamic Trio Pod.
Yeah.
And then listen to us on Spotify and YouTube. New episodes every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Later.
Bye.
What the fuck